What's up, guys? Joe here, back with the Sons of Anarchy Season 5, Episode 4 review. Pretty good episode tonight. Very sad conclusion to the episode, though, and we're going to get right to that in just moments. With the events that took place last week on the raid of the brothel, we continue that with seeing Gemma and the rest of the girls from the brothel in lockup. A lot of the girls are pointing fingers at Gemma and calling her an old whore and calling her to blame for beating down on the young girl who quote-unquote had sex with Clay. But that was all just a ploy. Clay wanted Gemma to think that he had sex with the young girl. And the thing about it, we go to find out that Ashley Tisdale's character, I don't remember her name, did not in fact call the cops, as they were basically trying to put this on her. Then we see two former members of Nero's group come in and say that they want the girl because they disrespected their club. Then later in the episode, we see a chase down. We see Nero tell Jax to go and retrieve the girl to take care of it, to get her to safety. Jax and Chibs go and retrieve the girl, but get run into the two guys who were questioning Nero in the brothel. That led to a big chase, and they basically said, he's like, use us as your bitch. Tell your guys, your group, that you had the Sons take care of your garbage. And they say that they want proof of the girl's death. They want a thumb and a titty. And I think it's very funny because Chibs, for the next several minutes, keeps saying it with his accent. It just sounds so funny. He's like in a small tech. It's just really funny. But with that being said, the Ashley Tisdale character actually gets to safety, and we see as Nero is taking her to safety, we see the introduction again of Wendy, who was Abel's mother in the first season, who we all know that situation. And, she's stirring the pot, Gemma stirring the pot again, and at one point of the episode, it looked like Gemma and the head receptionist at Diosa were gonna bump heads, but Gemma twisted the knife and said that, you see that girl over there? She is the reason why Jax almost died today. She is the reason why your husband didn't almost come home. And she goes, you don't believe me? Follow me. This is what led to a big brawl, and we see Tara step up in a big way because I've never actually seen Tara lift her hands, and it was just an all-out brawl. And at the end, right as she's on top of this chick, just pounding her with her cast, I was like, down goes Frasier. But I have to say that this episode was very good. It all led up to the very sad conclusion of Ope's body gets to the club. And they have this really big, nice cast, and everyone's putting things that Ope liked, like Patron, pictures, Chib says a prayer, and the whole entire time in my mind I'm thinking, it should be Tig in that box. It should be Tig, not Ope, and then during the episode you hear Jax talking about how Ope was seeking for a way out ever since Donna was killed, his wife in Season 1, and he also brought up a business proposition to Nero for another brothel on the outskirts of town, right off the highway. But he's going to incorporate a lot of the porn stars with the connection that Ope had with the girl who is watching, going to be legal guardian of Ope's kids, and increase Nero's money a little bit more. And then on top of that, the catch was that Jax wanted Nero to leave Gemma and get as far away from his Gemma as possible and go on with this business venture. And the whole overall picture is so that Nero could buy a farm for his son, who is mentally disabled and physically disabled, I should say, as we saw in last week's episode. But we see this, everyone saying the goodbye of to Ope, everyone, and it's just a really real emotional last couple of minutes of the episode. And the whole episode, Jax is looking through this little, it looked like a little notebook. It was like about that big, and we didn't get to see what he was looking at until the very end of the episode, and it was a picture of him and Ope from when they were kids. And he takes the picture and he puts it in Ope's casket, and he says, "I'll see you soon, buddy." And then at the end, when they're all taking the coffin to the hearse, as Jax is closing the door, he has that look in his face like, "Don't worry, I'm going to get everyone who was involved with what happened to you." And I really hope so, because, like I said, I actually like Ope, and I liked Ope's character. I actually really enjoy watching the actor who played Ope, because for those of you that don't know, the actor who played Ope was also Gary Bertier in Remember the Titans. So, for those of you that don't know. So, guys, again, like I said, sorry that I was a little all over the place. It was just a very interesting episode. It was very great. I enjoyed it. Definitely another 2 thumbs up. With that being said, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you back next week with the Sons of Anarchy Season 5, Episode 5 review.